Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So the green and white scrimmage matchup just wrapped up like 2 minutes ago, maybe 5 minutes ago here, and there's a lot to dive into. There's a lot to talk about here, but before I jump into it, I do want to say, unfortunately, a lot of Jets fans couldn't see the matchup. They couldn't see the scrimmage, the practice, because it wasn't streamed. And I mean, this is something that I look forward to every single year, and it was unfortunate. It was unfortunate that, you know, people out of state, people out of the country, or just didn't have time to make it to tonight's game, couldn't really watch it. But here's the thing, okay? This is, and I talk about this a lot on this channel, just I love being a part of just this awesome fan base. There were a couple fans that I wanted to give a special shout out to: Michael Matalavage, Ryan Rivera, Anthony Feliciano. You guys are the best, keeping me updated all night long, pretty much on a play-by-play basis. I mean, it was like I was right there watching the game with you guys. But let's talk about the elephant in the room here, Zach Wilson. Obviously, tonight was not one of his better nights. 11 of 24, 112 passing yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and 4 drives ended in punts. Clearly not the best look, okay? And it sucks because it's the green and white scrimmage and it's under the lights and fans are there. It's just packed in, and that was the performance. But overall, it's not that big of a deal. It's truly not. We haven't even played a preseason game, okay? So there will be ups, there will be downs, there will be a learning curve. In a weird, crazy, strange way, it's almost beneficial for Zach Wilson to have a performance like this, because now when we hit the ground running for the New York Giants this upcoming week, he has something to reflect on. Hey, I need to clean this up. Oh, I can't force that throw in the back of the end zone in triple coverage. Okay, I can't do that. And we can just take this experience, take this night as a learning moment, store it in the vault, and move forward. Okay, I'm not expecting Zach Wilson to throw 5 touchdowns every time he hits the field. As much as I want that to happen, it's not going to. Okay, so yeah, he struggled. Okay, and even if we dive into the one of those interceptions, it came on a 4th down. So you can make the argument, hey, maybe he was more inclined to force a football because it's 4th down anyway. You're not kicking a field goal. You're not punting. If you don't get if you don't complete the pass, it's probably going to be a turnover on downs anyway. So might as well force it. So when we're looking at the entire situation, okay, the entire offense, again, I was not there. I wasn't able to catch every single play. I did see a lot of cool video clips and whatnot, but overall, the first team offense was pretty rusty, okay? Now, one thing to take into consideration here, Elijah Vera-Tucker did not play. He sustained that minor pec injury earlier in the week, so smart decision here. Just keep him out, let him get healthy. The last thing we want is more and more injuries, okay? Isaiah Dunn is another guy, did not play. We're already dealing with Quinnen being hurt, Vinny Curry being hurt. We need to get this team healthy, okay? We cannot be going into the season with the same issues that we had last year, where everybody's just injured left and right and it's just a depleted team. But actually, you know what, before we flip the script and talk about defense, I do want to bring up Mike White in the backup quarterback situation. Supposedly, Mike White did really well with the second team, okay, and that's obviously encouraging. We brought in Josh Johnson earlier, James Morgan obviously on the roster as well, former 4th round pick out of FIU, big armed guy, big body guy, he can stand in the pocket and deliver throws downfield. But Mike White, I really liked Mike White back at Western Kentucky, and for whatever reason, I just don't really feel like the Jets should part ways with him. And I'm really glad that we got news that Mike White did pretty well tonight. Okay, that's really encouraging, especially because there has been a little bit of concern over the backup quarterback position really since the start of the offseason. But Mike White threw a beautiful touchdown pass at the end of the night. It was an incredible throw. I actually got to see that one. But flipping over to the defensive side of the football, Carl Lawson's first step is there, okay? His explosiveness, his electricity was on full display tonight. And I mean, man, going to the 4-3 defense, this is something that a lot of Jets fans have been craving for quite some time, because we just simply have not been able to get after the passer in recent memory. Under Greg Williams, we couldn't. Under Todd Bowles, we struggled. Even in the Rex Ryan era, we struggled in that department as well. So to be in this 4-3 scheme under a defensive mastermind in Robert Saleh, it allows guys to breathe on the outside, get those one-on-one matchups. And for Carl, who's entering his prime, who already has size, speed, production, and a lot of playing experience, a lot of experience getting in opponents' backfields, I really feel like the sky's the limit. Okay, so Carl Lawson, did really, really well tonight. Really, really encouraging stuff. Sheldon Rankins, another guy, put on a show. With the absence of Quinn Williams, Sheldon Rankins stepped up to the plate and made numerous plays tonight. Okay, so, and by the way, Sheldon Rankins, Keelan Cole, and Morgan Moses were probably my 3 favorite free agent signings that the Jets made. I'm just really, really excited about those 3 individuals. But last but not least, I did want to touch on the defensive backs real quick. And by defensive backs, I literally mean corners and safeties. Marcus May flying around the football field. LaMarcus Joyner made some plays. The cornerbacks, Bless Austin, Bryce Hall, everybody in the DB department impressed tonight, and that is really important because there's been a lot of I don't want to say worry or concern, but just we look at the cornerback position as just being a young position overall. We don't really have that veteran presence there, and we're really putting a lot of responsibility on the younger guys' shoulders. I mean, think about how many rookies we have here: Pinnock, Michael Carter. I mean, there's so many young players, even the guys that have already been here, with like Bless Austin and Bryce Hall. Both of those guys are really young too. Hall's going into year 2, and Austin's going into year 3. Okay, so a lot of responsibility for this young cornerback room, but under Robert Saleh, tonight they did really, really well. So I'm kind of upset that not every single fan was able to watch and enjoy tonight. Definitely a bummer for sure, but man, when you go back and you look at the practice photos and you just look at the stands, Jet Nation, like you guys packed the house tonight. I mean, how awesome is that? This isn't a regular season game. This isn't a preseason game. This is practice, and it looked mobbed. It looked mobbed. So let me know down below in the comment section if you went, if you had a good time, what you personally saw. And it's just one day closer to meaningful football. Okay, so thanks so much for watching, and as always, go Jets.